Hey guys, it's Mr. Miraie and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be going over every big fantasy and isekai anime for the summer anime season of 2020. Now with delays due to the pandemic, there aren't really a lot of anime coming out this season. Though that being said, this video will include all the anime that I think are pretty cool to watch this summer. Now if it's the first time watching my videos, be sure to smack that like button and also be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified videos just like this. Now all that said, let's get straight into the video. Now starting with the biggest anime coming out this season, we have Re:Zero Season 2. Now this is originally supposed to come out during the spring season but got delayed due to the pandemic. Now this is probably the most hyped show coming out this season, as I've been waiting for a sequel for almost 4 years now. I highly recommend that you guys go watch the director's cut for the first season of Re:Zero, as it has a lot of Easter eggs hidden in it and some extra content that wasn't included in the original release of the first season, as well as the added scene at the end of episode 25, which sparked some interest into what season 2 of Re:Zero will include story-wise. Now with the next big sequel being SEO Alicization War of the Underworld Season 2. Now with A1 Pictures has been coming out with so many trailers for the new season that some of the content for the show has sort of been spoiled, with some spoilers being revealed in the latest trailer, which if you haven't seen my review of the latest trailer of Season 2, you definitely should watch that after watching this video. It's one of the anime that I am personally hyped for this season, as judging from the trailers, we're looking at some amazing animated fights with some amazing sound design. SEO, as you all may know, has quite a bad rap on the internet over its earlier seasons, but these past 2 seasons have been absolutely insane. If the past season has been anything to judge this new season on, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Now the only 2 isekais coming out this season are SEO and Re:Zero, so if you're looking forward to seeing any other new isekai, well, sorry to disappoint you. Now those aren't the only sequels coming out this season, with Snafu Season 3 coming out alongside Fire Force Season 2 and No Guns No Lies Season 2. Snafu Season 3 was also delayed due to the pandemic. Now judging by the trailers, Snafu Season 3 is sizing up to be quite the emotional tearjerker, and to be honest, it's been a while since I've last watched Snafu, so I'll be binge watching the previous seasons before the first episode comes out. Now as of right now, there isn't a lot of information on Fire Force Season 2 and No Guns No Life, but I'm guessing both will be pretty good. Now a lot of anime coming out this season is either fantasy ecchi or just ecchi. The only somewhat fantasy anime coming out this season is The Misfit of Demon King Academy, which is about a demon lord who decides to reincarnate 2000 years in the future, and before he reincarnated, he put in place a system where his underlings would create an academy where there would be a test in place to determine the real demon king. But when he takes the test, it determines that he isn't, and pretty much scores a 0, and all information regarding him in the past has been altered. The show sets off on the premise of him trying to get back to a demon lord position, but this show isn't without its ecchi, with 2 demon prince sisters who decide to help him out. Now as someone who has read the manga for this anime I would highly recommend most of you to watch after the anime finishes airing to binge watch, as this is one of those shows to watch when you're bored and you're finished with a good anime. That being said, I did watch the first episode and was pretty hyped, so take that with a grain of salt. Now one of the biggest shows coming out this season is the God of High School. After the recent success of Tower of God, I can only guess how successful God of High School will be, and if the trailer is anything to judge it off of and the first episode, this show looking to be amazing, tournament filled with some epic fight scenes. This is definitely racked up to being one of the biggest new anime in 2020. Now a majority of the remaining shows are just plain ecchi or fantasy ecchi, with anime that's about the main protagonist trying not to sleep with every woman throwing themselves at him because he is the most prized hero of all the land, and his seed should therefore lead to the strongest children. Yeah, this and the next anime I'm about to talk about definitely fall under the I can't believe it's not hentai category. I mean, if they made it so that the main character didn't have the eyes, I would highly doubt anyone would be able to recognize the fact that this is an anime. And then there's also Fantasy Doctor Monster Musume. No, it's not really called that, but I don't care because it looks exactly like Monster Musume except the main character is a doctor. Now the other ecchi anime for this season, as it seems to be pretty popular, is Rent a Girlfriend. Now as hentai as that name sounds, it's not hentai. No, it's simping the anime. If you thought Bam was a simp, this is to another level, where the main character literally rents a girlfriend to make his ex jealous and not appear single and lonely to his friends and family. And the biggest plot twist is that he lives next door to her and goes to the same university. Now as someone who read the manga for this, you can genuinely expect him to be a simp, like no joke, especially depending on what they decide to adapt into the anime, though it does have some pretty good animation going for it. Now despite all that, because of the fact that it's ecchi, I'll pretty much be watching it anyway because I'm a degenerate weeb. The manga is also pretty good, so I highly recommend you guys also read that. Now for the fantasy anime coming out, there's Decadence by Studio Nut and Jibate by Studio Ellie. Now Decadence is an anime set in a world where humanity was driven to the brink of extinction by the sudden emergence of unknown life forms called Gadol. Those humans that survived now dwell in 3,000 meter high mobile fortress Decadence built to protect themselves from the Gadol threat. Denizens of Decadence fall into two categories: gears, who are warriors who fight the Gadol daily, and tankers, those without the skills to fight. One day, the main character Natsume, a tanker girl who dreams of becoming a gear, meets surly Kaburagai, an armor repairman of Decadence. The girl with a positive attitude never gives up on her dreams, and the realist who has given up on his will eventually shape the future course of the world. Now, Jibate by Studio Ellie is about a story that takes place in Japan in 2030, and the earth is being completely overrun by a viral disease called Jibia that turns infected people into various different monsters based on their age, sex, and race. A samurai and ninja from the early Edo period travel together to time and arrive in ruined Japan to aid a professor working on a cure for the virus. Together they fight countless Jibia monsters, outlaws, and other fierce foes on the journey to save mankind. Now, despite all the anime I've talked about so far, the absolute most best epic animated season, this screw God of High School, screw ReZero Season 2, screw SEO Alkanization Season 2, this is the most epic anime, and it's called Super Heichik Heroes, or Dokyo Hentai. Now, as you can judge from the title of this anime, it's going to be the most cultured and progressive anime of this season. The My Anime List description of this anime, I think, best describes why I think this is the best show of the season. In a world on the verge of disaster that began 5 years ago, heroes, with the help of a device called miaire, using the power of ecchi and erotic power to save the planet from libido-devouring monsters. Engo Reto and Hoshino Kirya are childhood friends who are drifted apart from each other, but one day they're caught in a battle against a sensor bug that feeds on human sexual energy to evolve. After successfully taking down the enemy, they join a group of heroes like them, using the erotic power of miaire to fight off monsters. Yeah, as judging by that description, you can pretty much tell that it is the best anime of the season. I mean, the hero, the MC, has to save the world by literally using the power of ecchi. I mean, what more could you want out of a shonen anime? Now that's all the fantasy and isekai anime that I think are actually pretty important, or that are pretty good for the summer anime season of 2020. Now obviously there are way more anime that I would not cover in this list because that would take absolutely forever, but that'll be way too long to watch in a video form. You can check the list, the link in the description down below for the My Anime list for every single anime that's coming out this summer season. I might or might not cover some of them in my YouTube channel, some of them I might not. But I will be covering SEO and ReZero episode wise weekly, and I also might do God of High School if I have the time for that, but I don't really think I do. Also, be sure to tell me what anime you guys are hyped for this season, because personally I'm pretty hyped for SEO, ReZero, and Decadence. Or tell me what you guys are hyped for in the comment section down below. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if this is the first time watching my video, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on notifications to get notified videos just like this. Also, be sure to smack that like button, as it seriously helps out both the channel and video with the YouTube algorithm. Now, I've been Mr. Miraie, and I'll see you guys in the next video.